Okay. Well, good evening to our parents and stakeholders who have joined us this evening for our last primary parental input meeting. Um, we thank you for being here today. Our school system receives Title I funds, Part A of the Elementary and Secondary Education Act, most recently reauthorized by calling it the Every Student Succeed Act. So the purpose of the meeting, the federal law requires that each school system receiving what we know as Title I Part A funds jointly develop with parents and family members of all participating children, the district level and school level parent and family engagement plans, school parent compacts, opportunities to build staff capacity, and the budget set aside for parent and family engagement activities. However, we ask for your input, not because we have to, but because we want to partner with you in helping make sure that your child succeeds. So if we go through this, it'll be about 30 minutes. I ask that you all will stay on with us. I'm going to put some documents in the chat that I need you all to complete. As you can see, we have 6 responses so far. And so I need as much parental input as I can possibly get, because we want to make sure that with any changes that we make around parent and family engagement, how we communicate with parents, how we build relationships between parents and students and parents and teachers and school and community, all of that matters. And so we want to hear your feedback. We want to hear your input. We want to be able to know what your thoughts are. So that was the welcome and the introduction. We're also going to talk about the parent and family engagement plan, as you see on our agenda, the school and parent compact, the building staff capacity survey. Let me scroll back up. And the Title I Schoolwide Plan Parent and Family Engagement section, along with the budget funds for parent and family engagement and any comments and questions that you all may have. So what you're looking at right now is the actual survey that you all are going to complete. So we're just going to go through it really quickly so that when you do complete it, you have an understanding of what it's about. So when we get to our parent and family engagement plan, we need your input to help us revise our engagement plan. The plan will establish the school's expectation for parent and family engagement and describe how the school will implement a number of specific parent and family engagement activities for the 2021-2022 school year. Now, let me say at the beginning of this, the reason why we're asking for your input, even though we're almost finished with the 2021-2022 school year, is because your input is going to be used for next year's family engagement plan. So we're sharing with you what we've done so far and asking you to give us feedback on how we can improve it for next year. Hold on, y'all. All right. So this is our parent and family engagement plan. Once the plan has been revised, you will receive a copy via email, and that will be for the 2022-2023 school year. So I've highlighted, and I know it may be difficult to read some of this, so I highlighted some of the areas that are kind of pertinent, but I also put together a kind of a main point of the parent and family engagement plan. So what exactly the purpose of it is, what does it say, so that you can get a good understanding of what you are agreeing to or what you think may need to change. So I put some main points of the parent and family engagement plan. So how will we, Anderson Elementary, engage with parents, guardians, and community stakeholders? Again, our family engagement plan. So how will we do that? Number one, we will ensure that all information related to school and parent programs, meeting, and other activities is published in an understandable format and to the extent practicable in a language that parents can understand, and posted on the school website and included in the monthly school calendar newsletter for all parents virtually. So essentially, we're going to make sure that one of the ways that we engage is to have great communication, finding ways to communicate. I obviously, with COVID, it has kind of hampered some of our communication because really we're only reduced to car rider lane, or we're reduced to phone calls or emails, and it's hard to kind of get word out mass wise without things like dojo and email and stuff like that. And so if people don't check those things, or if they really don't see the value in those things, then it's really kind of hard for us to engage the plan like we really need to. So number two, make sure parents receive a copy of their child's assessment results whenever a national, state, or district level assessment is given. A parent report explanation guide is provided with the national and state assessment, so parents can understand the meaning of the results. Every effort is made to provide parents with conference time to share the results and answer questions. So as you all know, we're coming up on GMAP, we're coming up on GMAS. And so we're saying that we're going to do our level best to make sure that you all have an opportunity to communicate with your teachers about results. The school, number three, the school will handle responses to parents' questions, concerns, suggestions in a timely manner via telephone, notes, emails, and conferences. Interpreters will be provided. Obviously, that's one of the things that we really wanted to make sure that we really got a hold to because of COVID. I'm not a real big phone call person, but I will send some emails. And so I'm doing my best to make sure that everyone is aware, and that parents feel like they have someone who is fighting for them and trying to help them in the school system, whether it is issues with communication with teachers, or maybe some breakdown in communication with administration. We're here as your parent liaison to help you to work through all of that and to be there to support you. So that's certainly one of the things that we're going to continue to do as we increase our involvement and engagement. Number four, communicate with all families and community on a regular basis regarding school-wide events, activities such as phone messages, school websites, school marquees, social media flyers. We do have a social media, we have a Facebook page. We put things out on the marquee. Things are posted onto the website. I'm not a part of the phone messages piece, so I'm not really sure if that's going out, but if it's not, you all let me know if you think that that will work even more. In fact, I may actually use that for our input, but that is something that we certainly want to make sure that we're doing. Number five, work with our parents to develop relevant training and helpful presentations to educate our staff on the importance of parent and family engagement. Why is parent and family engagement so important? And so we're doing our level best to try to communicate that to everyone who desires to be a part of what we're doing. Number 6, throughout the school year, the school will provide training and materials for parents to help parents work with their children to improve student achievement. Materials and instructional resources will be available in the Parent Resource Center and Counselor's Office. Number 7, collaborate with community leaders and business groups to increase participation and awareness of the school parent and family engagement plan and activities. And that's something that I'm certainly working on now. Provide parent classes to help further enhance their various educational backgrounds. And so those would be workshops, and we are providing workshops. Some of you all have been a part of the workshops that we've done, and we will continue to provide those moving forward. Listen and respond to parents' requests for additional support for parent and family engagement activities. And we will certainly do that. So this is where you would either say, I agree with the main points that have been made in the 2021-2022 Title I Parent and Family Engagement Plan. Yes, no, other. So everything that I just went through, do you agree with it? Do you not agree with it? No, or other. Maybe you're kind of vacillating between back and forth whether or not you agree. If you don't agree with it, please include any additional input that you may have regarding the 2021-2022 Parent and Family Engagement Plan. So now we move to the School Parent Compact. So a School Parent Compact is a document jointly created between the school, teacher, and parents to ensure academic success for all students. Please review the compact and then share your input with us. Once the school compact has been revised, you'll receive a copy, and the compact will be posted on the school's website. And if you desire, you can request a hard copy as well. So I must make this inference, I guess, if I want to use that word. Both the Parent and Family Engagement Plan and the School Parent Compact is jointly developed. What do I mean by that? That means that we just can't develop it and say, hey parents, this is what we gonna do for y'all. It has to be jointly developed between the parents and the school. That means that we intentionally work together to get your feedback, hear what your desires are, hear what your needs are, and then we combine them together. So without the parents' feedback, none of this can take place. And so again, it may be a little difficult to read. So what I did was I kind of wrote out some main points that you would be able to see. All right. So the School Parent Teacher Compact for Achievement is an agreement that parents and students and teachers develop together. It explains how parents and teachers will work collaboratively to ensure all learners reach and exceed grade level standards based on a national average. As a school teacher and administrator, we will. So this is what the teachers and school and administration are saying. This is what we are committing to doing. This is the compact that we make with you. This is the commitment that we make to you. All right. So they will provide accelerated reader, provide skill mastery lists for reading, provide vocabulary and index cards for reading sight words, practice at home, provide opportunities for reading skills at home, allow drop everything and read time each day, provide writing strategies via newsletter. I'm not really sure where we are with the newsletter piece, but maybe the teachers create their own individual newsletters. I'm not sure. Here's what the parents said last year, and this is kind of where we need your feedback. So Anderson parents joined staff to develop ideas about how families can support student success in reading. Families may have had other ideas to add to this list, so you can certainly add to the list. Continue communication with teachers, encourage reading at least 20 minutes every night, vocabulary words to use in conversation at home, encourage use of writing strategies, check with the website for new information and instruction. So basically just to keep yourself updated and informed with what's going on, and also helping to be intentional about making sure that your child is getting the necessary time at home to read and to have writing strategies. Here's what the students will do. Anderson students join staff and parents to develop ideas about how they can succeed in school and be pirate proud in reading. So they will discuss with my family, this is what they're saying, discuss with my family about new vocabulary words, practice study guides with my family, read at least 20 minutes each night, practice writing skills using provided strategies. So this is where you can say, I agree with how the compact is put together, how it's been written, yes or no. If not, please include any additional input that you may have as it relates to how, what are some of the things that we're saying we're committing to. Next, we're getting to the staff capacity parent survey. So basically you're ranking what is most important to you, or what needs to be taught to our teachers? What are some workshops that you feel needs to be reiterated to them so that the relationship between the teacher and the parent, the school and the parent can be better, in the hopes of making sure that our children are succeeding in their educational attainment, all right? So please rank the following from 1 to 6, with 1 being the most important topic that would recommend our teachers receive additional training and support. So I know it's kind of cut off, but I can click it and just kind of share with you all what this looks like. So number 1, if you're saying that this is the most important, you would click 1 for this. Communicating with parents, removing technical language. And by removing technical language, that just simply means words that may be difficult to understand, or, you know, when the teachers are having to input some strategies, teaching strategies, they may use certain language that go with that strategy. Well, if you're not very familiar with that language or the words that they're using, you can say, hey, I need you all to use other language, something that I can understand, than, you know, just the insular language that y'all are using between you all every day at the school. So removing technical language, providing meaningful feedback. So this is something that you're saying that the teachers can do. Empower parents to support their child. Creating a welcoming environment, encouraging parent leaders. So these are things, again, that you're saying that the teachers should learn more about, that we're creating capacity, opportunity for them to be more aware of these things. And you can rank them from 1 to 6. If you have any additional things that you say, hey, I would like to add this to the list, something that the teachers need to be more aware of, you can add that, you can share your ideas. All right, we're almost done. The school-wide plan parent input. So the purpose of the school-wide Title I program is to improve the entire educational program in a school, which should result in improving the academic achievement of all students, particularly the lowest achieving students. The goal of such a program is to assist those students to demonstrate proficiency on academic standards. Our Title I school-wide plan will be located on our website. Now, this is the only one that I didn't just kind of condense, because you can read it. And I think it goes into a lot of detail about some of the things that the school will do to improve. Like if you just look at B, it says, we will update the school parental involvement policy periodically to meet the changing needs of parents and the school, and demonstrate it to the parents of participating children, and make the parental involvement plan available to the local community. So these are just some of the things that they're saying, hey, this is what we're going to institute. This is what we're going to implement to make our school better. So you can read through that, skim it if you choose, and then you can say, hey, I've reviewed the Title I school-wide plan and agree to what is written. Agree to what is written. So you can say yes, no, other. If not, you can add your desired changes. Lastly, we are going to talk about the 1% budget. So the ESSA, or the Every Student Succeed Act, requires each school receiving Title I funds to implement programs, activities, and procedures for the involvement and engagement of all parents in programs assisted under the Title I, Section 1118. And so this is where we value your input. So this is how we broke down the money that we received last year. So we received $2,300, roughly a little over $2,300. And so this is how it was broken down. So 53% of that was resources to reading and mathematics. So things that'll help the kids with their, reading and math, obviously. 26 of that is translation and interpretation. So providing interpreters like we have tonight, as well as making sure that there aren't any language barriers between parents and the school, especially when it comes to parent engagement, because how can we engage parents if there is a language barrier? So that's what we did with 26% of the funds that we received. 12% was printing and communication, and 9% was the family workshop material. And so this is what we did for this year. So this is how we broke it up this year. So 31% was the family literacy and numeracy resource. 23% was family resource material. So I don't know if you all remember, but we literally did a whole workshop on what was available in the Parent Resource Center. We bought additional books, bought additional resources, and all different type of things that will aid the parents in making sure that they're equipped to help their child succeed. And so all of that is in my area, my Parent Resource Center in the school. 16% of that is family workshop materials, 15% is a translation and interpretation, and printing and communication. So after looking at how we broke it down, now this again is preparing us for 2022, 2023. Do you think that that's feasible? Do you think that maybe we should put more money in one area, take more money out of another area? You can say, yes, you agree to it. No, you don't agree to it. If you select no, please list any other suggestion for use of funds. These will be taken into consideration for next year and future school years. If you're interested in serving in the parent advisory team, you can put your information there. Any additional feedback, the good, the bad, the ugly. If you had some concerns earlier this year or something happened that just kind of rubbed you the wrong way, that's your opportunity to share that so that we can address it, because we won't know what happened if we're not made aware. And I can't advocate for you if I don't know about it, basically. And so that's essentially what it is. We're at 7:25. That's essentially what it is. It shouldn't take that long. I would probably say the longest part, obviously, will probably be this part here with the school-wide plan input. But it shouldn't take no more than maybe 10 minutes or so, 10 or 15 minutes, because I've kind of went over the majority of this with you. I'm going to put the links in the chat, and I've already emailed some to others, but I'm going to put these, let me stop sharing. I'm going to put these links into the chat. So I've already recorded a previous video, so you can actually see that video as well. That's not what I want to do. You can actually see that video as well if you need to go back and say, okay, well, what is this section about? How do I fill it out? I already previously created a video so that you can use that as well. Okay, I'll put it here. put it in the chat. You can copy and paste it. You can use it. You can open it now if you choose to go ahead and fill it out. The sign-in sheet is there. Now, there's also another survey, which is the District Annual Parent and Family Engagement Survey. So there's 2 surveys that we need you to complete. The input survey, which is what we just went over, and then also the District Annual Parent and Family Engagement Survey. So if you would take time tonight, or even now if you have it, to go ahead and complete these surveys. If you are on your phone, or if you're on Zoom on your phone and you can't really open it like that, or maybe you need a bigger screen for whatever reason, just put your email in the chat, and I will email these documents to you so that you can fill them out at your earliest convenience. If you know of other parents who are a part of Anderson that you believe would, well, we need all parents' input, so I'll just say it like this. If you know of other parents who can use this survey, or if you have a way to share this survey with them, you can go ahead and share it with them, because like I said, we only have 6 responses and we have over 700 parents in our dojo. So I have to do better about getting the word out, but that's on me. So I'll go ahead and open it up. If there's any questions, comments, concerns that you all may have, you can go ahead and share them now.
You need us to do it out right now?
If you have the time, I just want to make sure that you have access to the survey. So, because I know, with kids and everything going, you may get caught up doing some other things, and you may forget about it, and you may get an email from me in the morning. So it would probably be best to just go ahead and get it done as quickly as you can. Any other questions? All right. All right. Well, I thank you all so much. You said I suggest sending the Zoom meeting 30 minutes to the meeting time. I don't know what you mean by that. I'm sorry, Miss Caroline. What do you mean?
Like, if your meeting is at 7, if you can remind or send us to the what is this group? What is it?
Oh, you talking about the dojo?
Yeah, the dojo. Yes, to send the link there 30 minutes so it can pop on our phone to remind us.
Got you.
We busy. These kids are running us.
Yes, ma'am. Well, what I'll do is, because I know they probably seeing my face on that dojo. So what I'll do is I will put the link to the video and to the inputs and everything on the dojo, so people at their convenience can fill it out. But I have done that in the past, like when we have our workshops during the day. I'll shoot an email, shoot a message to dojo saying that, hey, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, we're getting ready to start. Or even when we start, I say, hey, we're starting, come on and jump on. And I've gotten some parents who do that, but I know people are working in the day. So, that's why we're trying to make the times flexible. So I would definitely do that. Tonight I would have done it, but I just kind of got caught up in some other stuff that I need to get done. So, like yourself.
If I didn't have my alarm on for it, I wouldn't have remembered.
Well,
Mr. Jenkins, did you create it as an event on Dojo, or did you just post it on Dojo?
I didn't know you could create events on Dojo.
So when you have the message, when you can post a message, you can choose picture, video or something else, and then it says event. When you put it as an event, it reminds them like an hour out that the event is coming up. And so that will probably satisfy Miss Caroline's request.
That would. So I will thank you so much, Ms. Adelaide. I will do that next time. I didn't even know that was something that we could do. So learn something every day. Learn something every day.
Yeah, I don't mind the reminders. I don't. Actually, the reminders make me want to come.
Got you. Okay. And so you actually, look, I may actually have to do another meeting, to see how many people with the event, I guess. But I know some people, with their schedule, they would rather just click it and do it and not have to sit through, a workshop or something like that. So I want to provide them, with the recording, with the survey so that they can do it at their leisure. But these are opportunities to meet, parents, like yourself, Miss Caroline. I wouldn't have met you otherwise, I guess, because parents are not back in the building right now. So it's always good to come on and be a part of the live workshops so that, I can start building rapport, with the parents.
Okay, that'll be nice.
Yes. All right, any other questions before we log off? I'm going to shoot you an email, Miss Caroline, with the links so you can have that. And please share them with your other parents that Miss Naomi, share them with anybody else that you may know that have students here at Anderson. All right. Well, thank you all so much. I appreciate your time. Please fill the surveys out at your earliest convenience. And until next time, thank you all so much for joining us. Miss Allison, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Bye.
Have a good night.
All right, you too. Bye-bye.
Right.